Welcome to Back to Basics, a series on this channel where we go extensively through the basics of credit cards. If you're new to the community, welcome. Hopefully you follow through the entire series journey to learn a thing or two about credit cards. Today we're going to be reviewing the Capital One Venture X extensively. The Capital One Venture X was mentioned in the first episode of Back to Basics where we talked about the Capital One Saver Card. It's a $395 annual fee premium travel credit card that has a pretty unique nickname within the credit card community, and that's that it's also called the free premium travel card. Free because it offers two main statement credits that help completely offset the annual fee, those being a $300 annual travel credit that is used through their travel portal on flights, hotels, car rentals, and vacation rentals, and 10,000 miles anniversary bonus that is equal to $100 towards travel every year. The Venture X earns 10x on hotels and car rentals through the travel portal, 5x on flights and vacation rentals booked through Capital One Travel, and then 2x on everything else. Additional benefits include a $120 global entry or TSA pre-check credit, access to Capital One's lounge network, which consists of 3 airports with 4 on the way, and over 1,300 plus lounges with the Priority Pass lounge network. Capital One also has a luxury hotel collection called the Premier Collection that offers a $100 experience credit and other premium benefits when booking, and Hertz President's Circle status. They also include 2 additional memberships called Prior and the Cultivist, as well as having no foreign transaction fees for international travel for free authorized users so that they can get the benefits of the Venture X card too. Since the Venture X operates under the Visa network and is a Visa Infinite card, it also comes with premium protection perks such as cell phone protection, trip cancellation and interruption coverage, return protection, extended warranty protection, travel accident insurance, auto rental collision damage waivers, and Visa Infinite's concierge services. Comparing the Venture X to other premium travel credit cards on the market today, it can really go both ways. I'd say it really more depends on what you want from your credit cards to do for you. For example, comparing the Venture X to the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Chase Sapphire Reserve does earn more in travel related categories, especially with the 3x back on other travel that Chase codes for. It also has a better built out network of credit card exclusive lounges and offers memberships and benefits to Lyft and DoorDash, which would be suitable for someone who travels on the road a lot or travels by air a lot. But if you're not someone who does a lot of traveling but also wants a premium travel credit card for the 1 to 2 big trips you might take per year, the Venture X might be more suitable just because it's considered a free premium card, while the Chase Sapphire Reserve still has a $250 effective annual fee after their $300 travel credit. Comparing the Venture X to the American Express Platinum card, the same argument can be made. If you're someone who's able to utilize the benefits and credits on the American Express card fully without batting an eye, the Platinum card might be more worth it for you. However, if you're someone who doesn't travel so much or looks at all of the credits that the Platinum card offers and then realizes how much of a headache it's probably going to be to use that card and would much rather have a simpler option, then the Venture X might be a more suitable card. Comparing the Venture X to co-branded premium travel credit cards like the Delta SkyMiles Reserve and the Hilton Honors Aspire aren't a fair fight either, due to the fact that premium travel credit cards like the Venture X Platinum or the Reserve are more considered jack of all trades cards rather than exclusive loyalty type card that's benefits and perks are all geared towards that certain loyalty program. Switching gears and talking about some of the positives that are associated with the Venture X, as someone who has had the card since it was released in 2021, there's a couple of key ones that should be mentioned. Positive number 1 has to be the authorized user benefit, which allows me, the main card holder, to give additional Venture X cards to family for completely free up to 4 authorized users. The free part for authorized users is rarely seen within the premium travel credit card world, as cards like the Platinum card requires $195 per additional authorized user, and the Chase Sapphire Reserve requires $75 per additional authorized user. Having the ability to give authorized user privileges allows another person to gain the same types of benefits and perks that the main card holder would get. Now, this unfortunately doesn't mean an additional $300 travel credit or the 10,000 bonus anniversary miles, but they do earn the same 10x on hotels and car rentals, 5x on flights and vacation rentals, and 2x on everything else as the main card holder does, but also the additional benefits like the lounge access and protection perks. This means that authorized users of the Venture X get the same perks as the main card holder without having to pay more money to do so. Positive number 2 is how simple the card is to use. My philosophy with credit cards have always been that the product should work for you rather than you working for the product. If you're struggling to understand what exactly your card provides or jumping through every loophole possible in order to make a statement credit work in your favor, you're working for the card instead of the other way around. When I use my Venture X, I know immediately what it's supposed to do. It's a premium travel credit card, so I'll earn points in travel related categories. It's also a great catch-all Hotel credit card by earning 2x on every purchase you'll ever make, allowing me to think less about the card when I pay for something. It doesn't come with a ton of random credits that have little to do with travel that might confuse me. Simple is key. While there are a lot of positives that come out of owning a card like the Venture X, it wouldn't be an objectively neutral review if I don't highlight some of the negatives that have emerged from owning the card. Negative number 1 is devaluation. The Venture X overall is just a too good to be true card, and due to that fact, it's had consistent downgrades over the past 3 years of owning the card. The Priority Pass, which originally included not only access to 1,300 plus lounges worldwide, but also included restaurants within certain airports. The restaurant portion was removed shortly after the card was released in 2022. Not really actually being a downgrade, more of an observation, is how slow Capital One Airport Lounge Network, something that I mentioned in the past, is being built out. At the time of recording this video, there are only 3 lounges, those being in DFW, DEN, and IAD. DFW being built shortly after the credit card launched in 2021, while the other 2 being completed in 2023, but there were a lot of setbacks. Both lounges were originally promised to be completed in 2022. Additionally, Capital One Landings, a concept that was coined back in 2021, had promised lounges focusing around food in DCA, Las Vegas, and JFK, and up until now, only DCA has opened up recently. Meanwhile, Capital One's competitors like Chase and American Express continue to build out their lounge networks in impressive speeds. Chase, having started later than Capital One with their first lounge being completed in 2022, has grown to 4 lounges with promises of more in Las Vegas, Philadelphia, and San Diego. Another negative is the travel portal. While there are a bunch of positives about the travel portal, for example, the price matching feature, it did give me one of the first negative experiences I had owning the Capital One Venture X. That negative experience was that for whatever reason, I got an alert that one of my connecting flights that I had booked for my mom was randomly canceled a couple days before she was due to fly out. Now, it's not like I had booked this flight last minute. No, my mom and I had planned for this connecting flight months in advance and even selected her seat. Imagine my horror when just a couple of days before my mom was due to fly out, I get an email from Capital One saying that my seat selection had failed and that this flight was no longer booked and that my money was being refunded. I immediately got on the phone with Capital One Travel and through the next couple of hours was thrown every excuse in the book, but ultimately was able to rebook my flight at a more expensive price. But luckily, Capital One did take the hit because at the end of the day, none of this was my fault. And unfortunately, this isn't my experience alone. There are tons of examples online about similar experiences, which is why I urge to be cautious of booking travel through a credit card owned travel portal as much as possible. Moving on to high-level strategies, something that was mentioned in the first episode of Back to Basics was having a combination of the Capital One Venture X and the Capital One Saver. Having a combination of the Capital One Venture X and the Capital One Saver allows the Saver card to transform from a normal cashback credit card into a card that helps unlock free travel. Without the Venture X, your options for redemptions are limited to cashback options like gift cards, cash experiences, booking a trip via Capital One's own travel portal, PayPal, Amazon, or covering a purchase, which has a defined value. But through the Venture X and something called transfer partners, that value is limitless. Credit card companies, through contracts with certain airline and hotel partners, create a network that is exclusive to that credit card company. Capital One has a transfer partner network that holds 18 total partners, with 15 being airline and 3 being hotel. Other credit card issuers have similar networks, but work with different partners to create their own unique network. Popular transfer partners within the Capital One ecosystem include Airplane Air Canada, which allows you to book flights that go practically anywhere, Cathay Pacific, which are good for Asia, British Airways, Virgin Red, and Flying Blue for Europe, and British Airways for Latin America. 2 actual examples that I can vouch for because these are redemptions that I've personally done is the 100,000 Capital One mile redemption on Airplane Air Canada from IAD Washington Dulles International Airport to Haneda, Tokyo, Japan, which would have normally cost over $1,900. Another is booking for a flight for my brother who went to Shanghai, China from JFK International Airport in New York via Cathay Pacific, saving him over $1,500 on 76,000 points used. Capital One has definitely stepped it up in terms of providing good products over the past couple of years, and hopefully they continue to do so for years to come. Like anything within the credit card ecosystem, make sure to budget your spending well, don't overspend, don't fall into debt. In terms of recommending this card, I definitely recommend it to mostly anyone, but again, do your own research. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more, visit the Back to Basics playlist. Peace. For those that are new to the channel, hi, my name is Eric. I generally talk about everything credit card related. The goal for this channel is to provide informational and meaningful financial related content that everyone everywhere can enjoy. So again, if you'd like to support that dream, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And with that all being said, thank you for watching as always. Stay safe out there, everybody. Peace.